How's it going, guys? Thank you guys for waiting. Sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulties, and yeah, we're still kind of technically watching the Game Awards at the moment while we're trying to do this live. So we're gonna do do some multitasking. Like so whatever comes up on the Game Awards, let us know in the chat. But until then, like yeah, we're gonna be talking what's already come out from the Game Awards. We're also gonna be talking about, unfortunately, the Cowboy Bebop live action has been canceled after just one season, and yeah, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie too. Oh, the new trailer that came out from during the Game Awards. Woo, that looked good. But anyway, guys, let's see our face. Let's go to our intro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Animatedly Podcast. I am your host, Sam the Manga Man, and here with me are my brotakus. Introducing first, the CEO of the Careful Spoilers Podcast Network, the host of Careful Spoilers Show, C4S Villains. Founder of the No Life Facebook group, he is JB, exclusive, the invincibly talented James Barnes. And last but certainly not least, our sister of the Anime Lady team, the boss of Spicy Lady Entertainment, the conversation of Spicy Lady Talks podcast, the iconic gamer of Spicy Lady Gaming, a fighter for diversity, representation, and entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lovely Spicy Lady Ashanti! How are we all doing?
I had to get like vibe vibes, from Arcane because that's my girl.
Oh man, good
I still need
show.
to see Arcane.
Oh, you still didn't watch it yet? Oh man,
Not yet.
I may have to rewatch it because it's after hearing the song and the Game Awards, I was like, I have to go rewatch.
I was wondering, like, why is a Magic Dragon in the Game Awards? They most likely are singing the song. It's like,
I couldn't afford him.
Yeah, I've been playing Cyberpunk and catching up on movies. That's why I haven't seen Arcane yet.
I've been watching shows and stuff, and apparently from the Hawkeye episode, I love the Magic Dragons.
I've been doing a lot of reading, a lot of comic book reading, like old comic book reading. So I've been enjoying that. Like I read the originals, like Spider-Woman debut issue, and her character is actually really cool. Like I had no idea. So I'm excited for the Spider-Verse movie, second one. Well, multiple parts.
Oh,
Yeah,
right?
part 1. Very excited for that.
Across the Spider-Verse. Actually, we could talk about that too. Oh, that trailer.
So my son is growing up. Like I'm looking at his poster right now. I'm just like, you've grown up. Like,
But he's still listening to his songs too. He's still listening to his
he is. 3 years later, you're in high school now. Time to stop.
Hey, I mean, it's called throwback. We still have these.
Yeah, I listen to the same songs over and over.
I mean, the album slaps. Like that the first move Into the Spider-Verse album.
I still
slaps.
listen. Yeah, I still listen to music even today. Like Elevate, I listen to that every day. Every day.
What's up, Danger? Man. But League of Legends should be Arcane's a great anime. Into the, across the universe. I'm sorry, Spider-Verse is from the new movie. We see Spider-Man 2099, Miguel, and
Yes.
beating him up. I mean, beating up our boy for some reason.
Be work, bro.
Bro, and like you saw his body build. Like that is a grown ass man. Like
Yes.
like he is grown. But I liked how they had Earth 928 when he kind of moves across the panel. I thought that was really cool to like represent his Earth. So I was like, this is awesome. So I'm assuming this will be his part, and I'm assuming like other parts would be like Spider-Woman and like whoever else they decide to like bring in, because it's gonna be so big. So I'm excited about what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I think in itself it can already have its own like trilogy or just its 2-part in itself, because there's a lot of Spider-Man comics, and there's a lot of like different worlds that it can touch, and of course Miles is gonna be the main character of the whole movie. I mean, no doubt, no nothing. I'm not complaining. The animation style still sticks. Like it's still kept to its original.
Still looks really good.
Yeah. It was interesting because I saw in his room he had like these little like giraffe toys. So I'm like, is his sister? Because he has a baby sister in the comics. So I'm thinking like, are those his sister's toys, or is that just Miles being quirky? Having animal giraffes in his room. But I have a feeling that they might introduce his younger sister in this movie.
I think they might like go in the same time, like since Into the Spider-Verse was 2019, I believe, end of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess like trying to make it like 3 years later, and then okay, yeah, makes sense. Little sister, quirk. Like, was that his like apartment room or was that his dorm? By the way,
No, that's his apartment room. That's like where his parents are at.
Okay, I thought I was like, is that his dorm?
No. That's the thing. The movie ended when he was in his dorm and he listened to that song when Gwen was saying his name. So, I don't know.
So it was 2018, actually, December 2018.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, makes
sense.
sense.
It's been that long already.
Man, I was still working at the movie theater back then. That's crazy.
I remember the movie used to be on Netflix, man. I can't watch it no more.
I used to watch it every day. I love that movie.
But you can tell they've been working on it for a while. Because, I mean, it took them 5 years to do the first one. And I know they've been working on the sequels for a minute. So I'm very excited. Like you guys already talked about, like the animation looks consistent, still looks great. I'm very excited to see Miguel. Like Miguel's an amazing Spider-Man. No pun intended. But I'm very, very excited for the movie.
I mean, next week, too, is another other Spider-Man.
Speaking of that, Tom Holland said that that Amy Pascal for Across the Spider-Verse reached out to him to voice in the movie, but they never got back to him. He said, and I was like, oh, interesting. That's cool. I'm excited for No Way Home.
Could still do something in part 2,
maybe. But I'm excited for No Way Home. Even though they keep posting like behind the scenes stuff and all, and I'm like, let's calm down. I was spoiled about, Daredevil. I was spoiled that the other day. So when Kevin Feige announced it, and I was like, it was a big spoiler that was trending on Twitter.
We don't know if he's in the movie though. We don't know. He just said that. He just said that if actually to quote verbatim, he says, if and or when Charlie Cox, if and when we bring Daredevil into the MCU, he will be played by Charlie Cox. So it's like, I don't think he's in the movie. I think it would make sense if he is. But yeah, I don't think he's in the movie. I don't think Toby's in the movie. I don't think Andrew's in the movie. I think, I don't think they're in the movie at all. What do you think? I've been asking everyone what they think. Do you think Toby and Andrew are in the movie?
I feel like they are. I feel like one of them is at least one of them. Because I feel they wouldn't give us all of them at once. I feel like Marvel is known to ease us into things, but I feel at least one of them's like happened to get mixed up. At least one of them.
We will see. I want to be wrong, but I just don't think they're in it.
I mean, I could see them not being it, but at the same time, people want them to be in it.
It doesn't matter what you want. This is what the studio makes and what fits the story. This is my problem. I don't want people's expectations going into this movie and judging it based off of that. Like, there is nothing that has been officially released that actually indicates that they're in the movie. So it's like, for you to put those expectations in, if they're not met, that's your fault, not the movie's fault. Like that fight sequence where because we've talked about this before, but clearly Lizard is being punched by someone. I think it's Doc Ock. I don't think it's Toby or Andrew. I think it's Doc Ock that flips sides because he was never a bad guy to begin with, and he's helping this Peter Parker like change the fate of like maybe the other villains, like trying to catch them instead of them ending up dead, because that's the whole thing. Like all of Spider-Man's like villains, they end up dead, so that's what I think. I don't think they're actually in it.
I could definitely see that, because I know like with William Dafoe's Green Goblin, he's kind of crazy himself in a way where he could help because he's smart enough to do it, but at the same time, he's crazy enough where he doesn't really care. He kind of wants to, like, do whatever he wants in that sort of way.
So I watched the press tour that the villains are doing with Jimmy Fox, Willem Dafoe, and it wasn't like they were talking about their characters. Basically, they were basically saying how like Willem Dafoe's character literally is like far left, like what they're hinting at and what they're talking about. So I was just like, okay, I mean, of course, Green Goblin. So, but what William Dafoe also said, like that his like character bringing it into like a movie is gonna be like different. And how he said he liked what they pitched to him. So knowing that, I'm excited to see how they do with his character, because I know it's gonna be something like different, but still like an old. Because he would say it's gonna be old like the old movies, but completely different. So I'm excited to see what they do, because we might not be getting the same Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe, from
Exactly.
the movie. We might be getting like
That's
different
another reason why I don't think Toby and Andrew are in it. Like, these are versions from different Earths, right? Like, this Electro is not from Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man movies.
Nope.
They're not. Just because I can't remember his name, but just because the same guy is coming back to play Sandman does not mean that it's from Toby's universe. Same thing with Green Goblin. We don't know. Like, we've seen from What If, we know from the comics, there's a lot of different universes that are similar, but they differ in certain ways. That's why I don't think I think all of these villains are from completely different places in the multiverse. I don't think any of them are actually from Toby or Andrew's world, but I mean, you never know. I want to be wrong. I really want to be, but I just don't think that's the case.
Guess we'll have to see. Well, hopefully,
yeah, man. Next week.
We all have to try to avoid spoilers, mute everything.
I am
Spider-Man,
muting
I think.
everything.
I don't know why. Even Harry Osborn was trending for some reason.
Because
yeah, go ahead.
Because in the trailer they showed him with the cloak, but it's Willem Dafoe. Like it's
okay. So Harry's trending because in an interview Tom Holland was saying that he wants Timothée Chalamet to play Harry Osborn. That's why it's trending.
Okay.
Which I would love, actually.
He'd be so adorable. He's so cute. I love Timothée Chalamet. He's adorable. He just right amount like awkward, cool, that where it would work.
Yeah, I think it would be perfect. And then he would become Green Goblin at some point.
Sumi F had comment said in the live chat, what role, if any, do you think the Sony Universe Venom will play?
Oh, he's coming in dead last. Like he's gonna be like the wild card. I feel like we're not getting him to like the after credits.
There's no agreement, so yeah, I definitely can see that too. And,
yeah, I can see Venom showing up in maybe like Spider-Man 4. But yeah, like an end credit scene from No Way Home.
Yeah.
Just to get that connection between the two. But yeah, I don't think we'll like see him until Spider-Man 4.
I feel like they're gonna be like at the end of credits, gonna be like they just missed like everything. They're gonna be like, whoa, what's happening? They're gonna like end it because like it's like a comedy thing. They're gonna make it some kind of like comedy base. But I'm excited for Venom.
They could take their time too. I mean, there's already a lot of story they can even do way before into like, Venom as well.
Exactly.
And is it fully true that a second trilogy is going to be happening? Like Tom Holland was able to convince Marvel.
So it's not actually confirmed.
Okay.
All right. So Amy Pascal said, that they're planning to do another trilogy of movies with Tom Holland, and maybe one or two of them will be set in the MCU, right? But we don't know that for sure because Sony executives came out and said, yeah, we don't have any official plans, but more than likely there's going to be another trilogy, hopefully with him in like college, getting some use in those college years. I think that'll be really fun, to get adult Peter. We spent so much time with Peter as like, in high school, so I would love to see college Peter. But yeah, more than likely there will be a new trilogy, but yeah, nothing's been officially announced yet.
I mean, they could take their time, but because they already know Spider-Man will bring in a lot of money. But then another agreement would have to come with Sony and themselves as well. Like, if they want to do another trilogy.
It already broke the record for most pre-sales in 24 hours of any MCU movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Spider-Man makes money, bro.
And then once the Blu-ray comes in, and then you can have a whole collector's edition of all three movies trilogy. Like, you're banking.
Mm-hmm.
You're banking a lot.
Toys too. Don't forget about the toys.
Oh, that's where they make their money at. Like that's period. But I agree. I want to see college Peter. I like college Peter a lot. I feel like in like the original Spider movies kind of rushed through. Like he was in high school for like 5 minutes and he was adult. So it was like I like how they're taking their time and showing him as a kid. And I'm excited to see how he is as an adult. Especially to if they introduce Miles, I like to see that mentorship between the two because I really like mentor Peter. I love it. So
They planted enough Easter eggs like around so that like everywhere for like Miles and.
Speaking of Miles, people were complaining about like Gwen being his love interest and how they wanted Starling from the comic books. But that like relationship is finically because Starling is a granddaughter of Vulcan, who is the father of what's her name in the movies. So it's like that would be like hard to do if they try and do that. So I was like, I don't know if they'll be able to bring Starling into the MCU. I would love to, but I don't know about that. I don't know how they would do that.
We just have to see.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, even if
but
there's
I mean,
another,
you can just write it in.
I mean, even
no,
if there
because
is,
it's multiverse shit. So it's like they go multiverse, they come together.
I mean, even if there's another trilogy, they won't like throw it into like phase 7, maybe 8,
So long.
right? But they need the time. But then you always have, but you can always have Tom Holland's like appearance in other movies too, so. But yeah, can't wait. If you guys haven't yet, we'll all have to mute every keywords that we can think of for Spider-Man. If you have
Starting Monday, I am muting everything Spider-Man, muting everything Tom Holland, every movie he's ever been in, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire. Anyone who's in this movie will be muted, and everything they've been in for like the last 2 years will be muted because I am not getting spoiled. I'm not.
Because the UK gets it 2 days early.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
And when critics see it early,
yeah,
Forbes, I'm looking at you. Stop spoiling movies in your articles, bro.
Just unfollow, mute them, whatever you can.
Are we excited for Morbius? Tentatively. So
I actually am.
I'm tempering my expectations because it is literally trailer houses' jobs to make movies look good, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first trailer for Venom looked amazing. The first 40 minutes of Venom, I think it's dog shit. The last 40 minutes is a lot of fun, and Venom 2 was a lot of fun. So I'm hoping that they've learned lessons from Venom 2 and Venom, and they're able to blend like the humor, the horror, and the action adventure. I hope they're able to blend it really well into Morbius, but I'm tempering my expectations. I'll see it opening night. If it's awesome, I'll be excited because I want Jared Leto to do a good job. I really want him to have like a good time like being a comic book character and not get shit for it, because he's getting shit for House of Gucci right now.
Oh, he
like,
is?
Yeah, because his Italian accent is like, whoa.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's not good. It's very comical. It's the reason why Chris Pratt isn't doing an Italian accent in the Mario movie. Oof. Because he knew he would sound fucking terrible, and that's Jared Leto in House of Gucci.
Dang, Lady Gaga sounded amazing though, but
okay. Yeah,
I didn't hear Jared Leto's voice.
Oh, watch a clip after this. You will die. I'm telling you.
Is it as bad as Chris Pratt's Mario?
Well, I mean, he's not even gonna do one because he knows it would be terrible and offensive if he tried. So he's not even going to try.
It's a good call.
Yeah, just don't do it.
So okay, but definitely Morbius. I do hope it does succeed, because
yes,
if it does well enough, that's how I could see Blade being in Morbius movie.
Yeah,
because they did announce Blade into the Marvel universe,
and they announced actor. Oh my god, what's his name? He's been casted in Blade as well. I forgot his name, but he's in like a lot of action movies.
Shikar.
Yeah.
Who?
They it's I forgot his name, but they announced him the cast member for Blade.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to any of like the new casting news.
Delroy Lindo, I think.
Delroy Lindo, yes, that's right.
Yes,
that's gonna be sick.
So I'm excited to see how Blade goes.
But yeah, speaking of sequels, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie, which just came out with this trailer from the Game Awards with its poster too, and it looks really good.
It looks really good. Like the first one was so much fun. Like Knuckles looks great. Idris's voice sounds really dope. Jim Carrey, I mean,
He's having more
the time of his
fun.
life.
Even the
Like,
whole
he's having so
trailer,
much fun.
him
Oh.
acting crazy in this whole like introducing. Hey, I can't be
I
there. I got a trip, but my uncle's always there. So it's like, oh,
I
okay.
love Jim Carrey so much. Like that man is like amazing. But yeah, the trailer's good. Like bullying works, you know? You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the internet telling them what the hell is this shit, and them going in, fixing it up, being good sports about it, and now we got a good little sequel coming out. So I'm
Yeah, even
excited.
Ben Schwartz was at the Game Awards. He was like, "Thank you for that feedback, so we can change the
The
design."
eyes, the
'Cause, I mean,
mouth.
it was
bad.
fucking awful.
It
What
was
were you
lazy.
thinking?
Lazy. It was lazy.
It was just like, well, we have the actual design, but you know what fans want? They want it to be closer to an actual hedgehog. No, we don't. I want to see Sonic, bro.
And then we
so.
get,
But yeah, Knuckles looks really good. Oh my
Mhm.
god, I love Knuckles. Whenever I play Sonic games, I always play Knuckles. I just love hot-headed characters like that. So I love how they're doing the whole him being introduced as a villain. That's what happened, in the comics.
he's always
video
easily
games.
manipulated, and like he's just always there to fight Sonic. Like, at
So,
least
and I
in
like
every
how
series.
I like how they show him stopping it. I'm like, wait, oh my god, it's so cool. So I really, and I like the voice that Idris chose. Like it sounds cartoony, but like still like rugged Knuckles. So
Yeah, I love
I'm
it.
excited. I'm excited.
And then we have the original voice actress for Tails in this
Really?
movie too. Yeah, the original.
I thought
Yeah.
so. I'm like, wait, that voice sounds like it's the real thing. So, that's amazing. I love that. That's cool.
I mean, Kirk, so I'll challenge that, right? Like, I think they gave us a lot of pieces, but I still have no idea what this movie's about, really. Like, we know that Jim Carrey's character comes back, he brings Knuckles, and then they fight. And he finds like this like power source thing, but I don't
Master
feel
Emerald.
like we.
They're introducing
Yeah, I don't
Chaos
feel like we
Emeralds.
actually know what the actual plot is, though. Like, yes, world domination more than likely, but I don't know. You know.
And like him seeing his assistant going to his coffee shop was just hilarious.
They're
The
hilarious. though.
chemistry together is just good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really full on interested on like, all right, which lore are you gonna be touching? Which Sonic adventure are we gonna
Yes.
go into? Because if you already bring in the Master Emeralds, you're gonna have the Chaos Emeralds. You're gonna have a whole entire story. You're gonna have to go back to the other world as well. So
Because it
man.
makes sense. It makes sense why they brought Knuckles in, because they showed his people in the first movie, like
Right.
when Sonic was a kid escaping. So I think that was the same
the
planet he
adoptive
sent
mom
him
or
to.
something like that.
So
yeah.
so it's like I'm excited to see what Eggman told Knuckles to bring him back here, and what's gonna happen with the trio. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, very. Like, I can't wait to see this movie.
Everybody's on top of their game. Voice actors on game. I'm wondering if they're gonna have the Sonic, like original Sonic music, or at least more
I
like,
would love
or more
that.
like the like maybe. I know it didn't turn out so well with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, where they had to they redid the whole chords and music of their own intro.
What?
Yeah, it
Who
was
said-
just a couple
who-
seconds.
But then like when it comes to
They
Sonic,
did the same
I
thing in the first Sonic movie.
Yeah.
They put in a couple seconds of the Sonic theme.
yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm hoping a little bit more of that within the story. Literally, if you were to like watch Sonic the Hedgehog like TV show or cartoon show, this movie is literally looking really good for a live action everything for it. So it's literally like a kid's every kid's dream of a movie, or at least like growing up and everything. So yes, please, I want more.
Literally, you saying kids thought about the one YouTuber kid who used to talk about the Sonic games, like he just rave about it in his room. I don't know if you guys knew about those videos where he used to be like, "Oh, never mind, I'll stop."
Nah, I haven't.
No, I
Okay.
haven't.
There's like a Sonic kid yelling, and like it's hilarious. I used to watch him as a kid because like he was so like enthusiastic about Sonic.
Yeah, I haven't played a Sonic game since, elementary school on my Sega Game Gear
Mhm.
that took 8 AA batteries to work.
Yes, I remember that. I remember that.
Mine was a PlayStation 2 with Sonic Heroes.
Nice.
I got Sonic
I
Heroes.
think-
I bought it.
I like the one with Shadow. I think I was playing on a GameCube for that one. That was
I love
was fun.
Shadow.
Yeah.
I love Shadow so.
But like
I
that,
watch gameplay all the time, but I haven't played a game in a while. Speaking of games, Sonic Frontier,
yes,
Mhm.
the
I
new
s-
game they announced at the Game Awards.
they didn't like show too much of it. But like,
Yeah,
but
I
like,
mean, pretty much nothing.
yeah, exactly.
It just-
all you get is a
aesthetics.
giant robot or giant golem statue. That ain't nothing
Whatever it
new.
is.
Eggman always does this all the time. It just ain't nothing new. So, but we won't know until 2022, late 2022. I hear next year. Steve says Sonic Pinball. Yeah, actually, yeah, that was a classic too. But yeah, the entire movie, the movie doesn't come out till April 8th. I believe that's 2 years after the first movie came out.
Mm.
It was fun.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Definitely enough to have a third one for a sequel. Definitely, I can see, because this trailer like makes it like yes, we want more Knuckles, we want Tails, we want Sonic.
Well, we'll
more-
see. Hopefully,
Just-
the movie's good.
If they just bring in Shadow the Hedgehog within the third movie,
I was about to say like so after Knuckles, who's left?
Yeah.
Shadow. So it's like that's something completely different.
because then like, you're gonna have a whole like the story. Really, like we know there's gonna be a clash between the whole Sonic and Knuckles, and then Eggman brings in his real weapon. It could be the whole Metal Sonic story, or anything.
Yeah.
Like so. There's a lot. There's enough lore where you have enough content to your story in your movies where you can. And there's always been a Sonic Adventures 3, Sonic 3 game, that sort of thing too. So, I'm fine with it. More, I'll take more.
Yeah, I'll actually play this one,
Frontier,
and it's on PC too, so that's awesome.
yes.
Oh, lit.
Sega literally gave it to everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone.
They didn't have a choice. They kind of needed to give it to everybody. Oh, okay, new Kirby game. Sorry, still watching Game Awards.
That
Oh,
was a
new Kirby?
game.
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, Kirby.
Oh man, there's a lot that's come. That's a lot that came in within this Game Awards. The Wonder Woman game that we didn't get anything of.
Gosh.
Just all we have is
They-
just a small tease.
Dude, I'm just glad it exists, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it's going to be open world with Wonder Woman. Can you imagine starting off the game on Themyscira, open world, training, fighting invaders, going into man's world, like exploring that, like taking on villains. Like this is what I want, dude. This is exactly what I want. So we're getting Wonder Woman. This was before, but like we're getting a Wolverine game at some point. Like,
right.
Yeah.
oh, it's a good time to be a gamer, man.
I mean,
a really good time.
I really see this as competing against Insomniac's Spider-Man games, and this is
If you're smart, do
this is DC's way of like we have to bring our own.
Should have been done that shit, bro.
And I mean, the thing is, right? Like, the Arkham Knight series was the biggest thing before Spider-Man came around, right?
Mhm.
yes.
Because I mean, I would argue that the Insomniac Spider-Man game is pretty much Arkham Knight, but with Spider-Man. You know what I mean? And I love it in every way possible. So I would love them to do this for Wonder Woman. I would love a Superman game at some point. Like, I would love I'm excited for Gotham Knights whenever that's gonna happen.
Yes.
It's been almost 2
Yeah.
years.
No, literally, it's been a while. Dang, I didn't realize that.
Delay after delay after delay.
I think the last time I've seen like the first announcement was same time like they were announcing the Snyder Cut, literally during that May.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
Cause I think DC Fandom, which was like what a few months back in May, they
Mhm.
showed us the same stuff. It was like it's coming, and we're like, okay,
Yeah.
like,
It's like, yeah, thank you for some Court of Owls footage. That was nice, but everything
Yes.
else is the same, But I am excited for it, though. Chat, let us know, like, what do you guys think about the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League footage that we got? Because I'm like, it looks fine, but at the same time, that's the same thing I said about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
It's one of my favorite games I've ever played. So it's like I
Okay.
can't judge it off of the trailer
I mean, it's
because the
being
Guardians
nominated.
game is literally incredible.
won.
It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Guardians
won.
won.
Yeah, one.
Like
Best narrative.
Best narrative,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is it? Which
Makes
it's worth
sense.
it because the story is ridiculous. Like the characters that you meet, the things that you do in the game. Oh yeah, you can choose your path. There's so many different ways to like get to the end of the game. There's so many choices you can make. Like, oh yeah, best narrative. It deserved that win for sure. So yeah, I mean, the trailers aren't doing anything for me, but I'll play it. You know, I'll see.
I liked the Barry footage, how they're kind of like giving little glimpses of like each of the characters, how they're like, you know, I like Barry. Barry was being Barry, even though he was evil. So I was like, okay, cool. But everything else, I was like, keep seeing the
There's a
same
new
thing.
trailer
Yeah,
for
I'm like,
Elden Ring.
besides King Shark, I don't really
Yeah.
care about playing as anyone else, if I'm being honest. Well, I mean, I do want to play as Deadshot and Harley so I can hit people with
Yeah.
a hammer,
I
but
was gonna say Harley. I love playing Harley in any game because she's just so chaotic. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
But then them fighting, like, we see some kind of small gameplay of them fighting the Flash. I think.
Yeah,
did the
Boomerang
pic-
has speed boots on. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
yeah.
Like, okay.
But yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll still keep our eyes on it. We'll see what if even more trailers. But
Not my Barry. No, I agree. I agree. I love Barry Alley. I haven't watched Armageddon yet. I need to watch it. Everyone's been talking about it. I'm just like,
it's
God
good.
damn, now I have to binge
Yo.
those last 3 seasons so I
Spicy,
can get
listen
caught
to
up.
me.
I've been seeing
Flash is back.
clips.
Flash
I've been
is back.
seeing
Okay?
clips, and I'm like, are we back? Are we here? Are we present
Flash
again?
is officially back. Right? I won't spoil. Well, I might have spoiled it
God.
on the timeline already, but okay, yeah, so you know. Fawn's back. He's the main villain of the season. You already know what time it is.
I saw.
Wait until you see what happens in Armageddon. Just wait. It's actually really good. I'm like, oh shit, Flash is actually back.
All right. That's my homework. I'll binge those next seasons.
It is good. You know, you have to get through 7, but 8's good so far.
speaking of more trailers, the Forspoken looks really good too. Now we get more gameplay of it, and that looks really good. I
missed it.
That open world looks really good.
Oh man, yeah, it is one of my most anticipated games.
Yeah.
What one
that's
most
been announced.
anticipated was Elden Ring,
Mm-hmm.
and I need to see that new award, new trailer. My bad. There's a lot of new trailers I need to watch after we finish streaming. But
Yeah, there's so many. But
Metroid
yeah,
Dread
I
winning.
love that she's. Huh? Go ahead.
Sorry, Metroid Dread winning Best Action Adventure, and this was their comeback.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Same.
That game was doing numbers when it came out.
I mean, like it came back after like years, since like this last game, so it made sense. Sorry, James, you were saying something.
No, just gonna say like I love this story with Forspoken,
Hmm.
where you have this character teleported to another world, gets these amazing powers. Like they instantly see her as like some kind of demon, and she has to like fight for her life and fight to get back to the world that she knows while she's learning this new one. So it's like I really like those kinds of stories, and I mean the footage that we've gotten, it looks so sick. Her powers look ridiculous. Like I remember the first time we saw any type of footage during the Unreal Engine 5 demo. I'm like, this looks insane. Like I have to play this. Like I don't even care what it costs. I have to play this game.
I think it's coming out middle of 2022.
Yeah, I think that's what it said.
But yeah, definitely for sure. Like so many good
I-
games.
I agree. And again, like the black representation, I'm loving it. Like it's the main character, it looks amazing. Everything about it looks amazing. So I'm definitely copying first.
And Elden Ring just won most anticipated game at the Game Awards.
Yep.
Which I'm surprised. I thought it would have been Horizon Forbidden West.
I mean, they did show the trailer of it, and probably most likely it would be one a nomination. But Elden Ring does look really, really good itself, and its graphics and everything. It's just it's a lot to look for. Dune Spice Wars is interesting. some kind of the whole strategic game.
It's the voice.
Yeah, very excited for this. I've become obsessed with Dune. Dude, after I saw Denis Villeneuve's film, I instantly bought the first book. I've been trying to consume as much Dune content as humanly possible. Yeah, I'm buying this game. Oh, yeah. The Ultimate Edition, whatever they have, I'm buying it, bro.
There's also Among Us VR. I think that's going to be fun.
That should be interesting for sure.
I think that would be interesting.
Yo, I'm sorry. They're showing the old trilogy movies of
Matrix,
like in the new one. Like they show clips of the old ones in the new movie, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my god, it's so cool. Sorry.
Yeah, guys, we're watching this live while trying to do the show.
The world of the Matrix is very interesting. Like this is the seventh iteration of the Matrix. And it's like and it's a computer program. So all they're seeing is old footage from the old software. It's so cool, dude. Like,
it makes sense.
I think they should move the release date because coming out 5 days after No Way Home.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
That's really
bad
idea.
You're right.
I think
like,
they did that with Spider-Man. It was supposed to come out on Christmas, but I think another like DC film was coming out on Christmas, so they pushed it like back, I think. So they've done that before. So we'll see how that goes.
They should have pushed because it's going to make money, but it's going to make significantly less money because everyone's going to see Spider-Man No Way Home. No one wants to get spoiled. Dude, people are on eBay buying opening night tickets for 10 grand.
Ridiculous.
No one's going to see anything else but this movie. This was a dumb idea.
I would like to see anybody actually buying those tickets for that 10 grand, like dead ass. I would like to see that.
Go to eBay, go to the sold items.
Yeah, I like to see like you guys are insane. I could pay off my college tuition and everything.
Man, I pay
for a 2-hour movie
and get my own apartment. Like, still have enough for rent. Like, bro, ridiculous.
On that opening night.
Wait, this is a video game? Oh shoot, they're making a Matrix video game.
Oh snap!
Oh shoot, Matrix
Awakens.
Awakens. Oh
Interesting.
dang.
An Unreal Engine 5 experience.
How long has it been since the
PS5
Matrix game's
next
been out? Like the old one came out like 2000?
like
2000.
like
And it was
20
okay.
years.
And it was alright. It wasn't like the greatest.
Oh shit! The Matrix Awakens. Oh my god!
Oh,
yes,
it
please.
looks good. Oh yes. Yeah, it was like 2000, the old one.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
So many good stuff.
Yeah, right.
And yet we have to do this show. No, guys.
At least we got set content.
Yeah, right. We're throwing live content in this way.
This is a live reaction podcast, you know, of the Game Awards.
I mean, like, I would like to put a vid. I like to put a show like the video or a small screen, but I don't want to get copyrighted because I don't want to be people who got taken down videos because of Toei.
Toei screwed everyone
I
over
saw
the past.
So-
oh my god.
That's why I don't watch anime on Wall Street.
I really think it's just mainly One Piece content.
Yeah, as of
It's
late.
Dragon Ball content too.
And
I have a
Dragon
friend
Ball, yes,
who's a
and Dragon
YouTuber.
Ball.
He got a strike.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot his name, but he had 150 claimed, right? Meaning these videos are going down. He can't get
all
one.
of his videos.
Yeah,
Damn.
right. I was like, he was a.
And
pretty-
remember, they're doing on Twitter with just pictures, like One Piece pictures or Dragon Ball Z pictures. Like I think
Mhm.
Toei was like taking them down, or Shueisha, one of them was
It's
like taking them
Toei.
down.
It's mainly Toei
So-
doing that because
It was One Piece, JoJo.
Shueisha doesn't
Dragon Ball
really
Z.
get involved unless it's like a whole manga panel, but like
Mm.
for like a whole image and like anime clip and whatnot, Toei is not holding back anymore for some reason.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's their bot because this happens a lot already for content creating, trying to do like One Piece content and stuff like that. Toei's a stickler. They won't even give you a warning most of the time. They would actually give you just an instant strike. Sony would do that. Sony would do the same thing too for music.
Oh yeah, Sony. They don't play by music, child. MGM, all of them, they don't play. Like,
I get the whole like the whole pirating, the copyright, it's bad. Watch streaming things illegal is horrible. But like just to have like clips, and it's like hard to see already. Like it's like um you only see 30% of the screen, if anything, the image, but you still see it.
If they hear a clip playing in the background of your live, they'll cut your live off. It's happened to me before where I've have like anime playing it back. If they hear it for a certain amount of time, your stream will end.
Yeah, that's why we just like no sound, just image. It'd be easier if you have a green screen too, because like you just be in front of it, and then the whole anime screen is in front and it's in behind you, so people know like what you're reacting to or what you're watching and stuff like that. Or like
the live reaction game is already tough. That's why I kind of gave up on it, because it's a lot of things you got to look into, and I was like, I don't care enough. I really don't care enough. I'll just review it and talk about it my own way, whatever. Like, it's too much. It goes into it.
It's one of the reasons why I stopped doing like reactions period to like trailers. It's like, if it's gonna get claimed, like what's the fucking point? Like, I barely like doing reaction videos anyway, and then it's like, if it's gonna get claimed, like I'm not doing it.
It's more for like temporary, like just it does attract a lot of views, and it can bring in more subscribers in.
It does, but it's like
unfortunately, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
you're putting yourself at risk of getting copyright strikes and ban, losing your account and all that stuff, and then you have to try to like get YouTube to like to fight against YouTube, give you back your account, do a whole dispute, and that even takes if you're not like a big subscribing like content creator, they will they'll just take their sweet time. You most likely either won't get it back until like next month, or like whenever, like when they ever get to it, and that's the worst part of it all. Like, you can't take that chance sometimes.
Yep.
But I mean, hey, I'm still safe. We're doing we used to do Digimon and Dragon Quest, so
I need to finish Dragon Quest. I picked it up and I just never went back to it. But it looks like it's going strong still. And Shaman King is coming back on Netflix, the dub. So I'm excited for that too.
Came out today, isn't it?
Today?
No, Shaman King Part 2 came out today. Oh, yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Dub with a dub or just sub?
I think it's, I don't know, but I know the dub actors were announcing their parts yesterday, so I know for sure the dub. I'm not sure about the sub though.
I think it is both sub and dub.
It's both.
If they announced it, then yeah, it makes if they announced that I voiced this person, then yeah, I think it makes sense to do both.
It was a nice binge. I love it. I'm not familiar with like the manga, but it's nostalgic when you're watching the new rendition of it. So it's cool. I like it.
That's good. Because the manga is really good for Shaman King, and it's still gonna keep going strong until another half a year. Sorry, I'm wondering wait, who won?
Yeah, I was like, who won? Because he's wilding out right now.
Right? He's like, oh my god.
I was like, who won?
He's having the same reaction as if he got chosen from The Price is Right. Like literally.
Oh, it takes
Josh
two.
Ferris.
Okay.
It Takes Two. Okay.
Didn't they have
Game of the
some
year.
copyright allegations like recently, or what happened with that? I just saw that trending the other day, and I was like, what?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Like, they went through something with some kind of copyright thing that wasn't on their part. It was on someone else's part.
I mean, they still won Game of the Year even with that copyright stuff, but congrats to them for winning Game of the Year.
Have you played it? So I've watched gameplay of it, but I haven't played it. But the story seems really
a lot of these
cute.
games I have not even touched. I haven't touched Deathloop. I haven't touched the.
Me neither.
I really want to play Deathloop.
I heard good
Me
things.
too.
I heard great things. What else was nominated? I think Guardians of the Galaxy was nominated, right? Within that same category group. And then there was also Resident Evil
For what?
Village. Best game of the year. Game of the year.
Game of the year, Guardians wasn't up for that.
Oh no. Okay. Resident Evil Village was there too.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I actually have the list up. I can.
Didn't Resident Evil win best voice acting performance or something like that?
yeah,
Yeah.
the woman who voice actors a lady Demetrius.
Mhm.
Yeah. So games up for game of the year: Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident
Oh.
Evil Village.
Psychonauts. I've never heard of it until like the Game Awards showed it.
Same.
Nonsense.
I was like, Psychonauts? Never heard of it.
It
And it
takes
just ended.
two.
It Takes Two wins game of the year.
Interesting.
People were leaning on that. That was in everyone's list for winning. That's cool.
Good for them. Good on them. We're gonna have to check back for the Matrix trailers. Trailer
Well,
of the
if
movie
you
and
go
trailer of the
to-
game.
Yeah. Go to Careful for Spoilers Twitter. We have all of it right there on the feed.
Promo.
Can we see that in the Careful for Spoilers website?
You will later tonight or
Aha.
tomorrow morning.
Will we have an article of the whole review of the entire award?
I'm going to try. I really am. I'm going to try. But yeah, I've been Mia and I have been posting literally everything on the C4S Twitter account. So yeah, just go to the C4S Twitter. You can find the trailer for the Matrix Resurrections, the Matrix Awakens trailer. All of that stuff is on there.
Great.
Good. But yeah, a lot of stuff. We definitely have to review like what else that came in from Game Awards.
Crazy.
It's just a lot. Final Fantasy 14 wins best ongoing game. The Star Trek Resurgence.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 VR wins best VR and AR game.
That's actually interesting. That's actually pretty cool.
Guilty Gear Strive wins best fighting game. I've never even heard of that.
I heard of Guilty Gear, but I haven't really seen the gameplay for that. Genshin Impact wins best mobile game.
Which is surprising because I would never play that game on my mobile game.
I think it's because it's like more easy access and more of a.
But the
portable.
the game is huge. Like,
Oh yeah, it is. I try on my phone.
I would not want to play that on my phone. Like strictly PC.
I mean, I guess like it kind of works for me, because with the iPhones these days, it's enough screen time where you controls buttons and then what you need to see is just first person view or else small little bit of the world. I mean, it's also, and you can also play anywhere on the go and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I feel that. That was like, that's a lot of work.
But
Yeah,
It's
but
a
it
lot of
doesn't
space.
seem like a game that I would play on mobile, but
I can't
that's-
play the game.
Apparently, a lot of people do.
I can't do it because I can't trust myself with gotcha games, because I can't do the spend money into this just to get points, just get these points, just so I can roll for a better character. Oh, new season comes in, more new characters. Yeah, I'm not spending more money for that. No, I can't do that. And I don't even spend the money. I literally would grind my ass off just to get more points and do other side missions and everything just to get these characters and stuff too. So
That's the thing, and I'm still in the first starter like village. I'm like, I'm ready to leave here. I want to go to the next one now. Like,
what's
I'm tired of being
worse?
here.
What's worse is like after one, it doesn't. It could be any time, one season or next season or the one afterwards. The best characters you just wrote from those last two seasons no longer is relevant because now they have another character
Yes.
from the next two seasons that's much better, easier, and like much faster, whatnot. Just easily to be replaced, so that you can either you have all these stuff that you saved up to try to roll for it, or you spend your
Means
money and it means nothing anymore. That's how these gacha games make money. It's just rinse and repeat of the same stuff, just different character designs and all the other stuff like that, and just
And throwing all these dungeons that you're not qualified to be in yet because you need to level up more by
Exactly.
doing more side missions. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm ready to go.
that's why I can't play it anymore. I can't play gacha games like this anymore. Actually, what do you? I don't know if you guys are interested. Did you guys check out the Lord of the Rings Gollum VR thing?
No,
I was very surprised by that.
Yeah, I was
like,
really surprised
There's going to
too.
be a Gollum game. Bet.
Let me see.
I mean, I do like Lord of the Rings, but I never would expect the whole like Gollum's perspective of his stories and
I mean, Gollum spent years like protecting that ring and trying to keep it away from people who were attracted to it. So it's like it's kind of interesting to think that there's going to be a game where you get to play as Gollum, like fucking people up, trying to get the ring, pretty much. Like,
I'm thinking like like Batman the Arkham games and like Spider-Man where like you just literally have to figure out some traps and like jump on characters and attack them. I'm seeing it as this honestly with Gollum. Like everybody's in your dungeon. You just need to maneuver and how to split everybody up and just take down each characters because it looks like you can set up traps. You're taking out orcs or humans or stuff like that. All of it looks fun. Let's see even more. Honestly, I thought they would announce the Final Fantasy VII Part 2, but they only announced that they're coming to PC.
yeah, I'll take it because
Next
I
week.
want to play it on PC. Yeah.
It's also a big file too. It's a very huge file.
I've never played any Final Fantasy games. I've watched gameplay, but I've never played it. So
Me either.
I don't
but
know
I've
where to
heard this
start.
one is the most like one of the most like accessible, and I've heard it's like one of the best ones they've made. So
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have to put that on my list.
And the score is fantastic too.
Oh yeah, I've heard. I've heard.
I almost bought it for PS5, but yeah, now I'll get it for PC.
I'm not
Man,
as interested, but Destiny 2's DLC or Witch Queen.
Yeah, that looked
Mm.
interesting.
Returnals wins Best Action Game, and the trailer for Horizon Forbidden West looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
How the whole
Still need to play Returnal. That's on
Mm.
my list. When I beat Cyberpunk, that's the next game I'm gonna get.
how you like your Cyberpunk?
Dude, it's one of the best games I've ever played. Honestly, like it's like Grand Theft Auto Blade Runner on steroids, and I love it. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
it took
there's
them
so
a
many
while.
things you can do.
It took them a
Yeah.
while. Though.
Yeah, and I mean, this is why I waited so long to play it, but it's great on PC. Like, I can have a rocket for an arm. There's like tracer bullets, so I've shot people around walls, around
Oh.
cars. I can hack people's cyberware and upload a virus to where they can spontaneously catch on fire, disable their cyberware. I can like, dude, there's so much shit that you can do. I can hack into cameras. I can hack into turret to sentry guns and like flip it on other people. Like, there's so many different choices that you can do in the game. So many futuristic weapons. There's so many Easter eggs, so many different places you can go. Night City is fucking gorgeous. Sometimes I just get in my car and I just drive around Night City because it's just amazing. You can work with the police to like stop gangs, and you get paid for it. So I just walk up to gang members, shoot them with my rocket arm, and then once they're all dead, I take their guns, their money, their cars,
Like
and then I get
GTA.
paid by the police. I get paid by the police to kill people. It's the greatest thing ever.
Hey, welcome to the
Hey,
show.
bro.
Hey.
I hear you. It is getting a little late. Well, actually, it should be like, isn't it 8:19 over there? No. Actually, no. You're here in New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you could still stay up. The Star Wars
Yeah, man.
Eclipse trailer for the
That
game
trailer
looks good
looked
too.
really good.
They
Yeah.
said it's the first ever they're doing within the timeline of the new Empire. I forgot.
Didn't they say High Republic?
Yeah,
Oh,
High
sorry, High
Republic.
Republic. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Which is insane, by the way, because I mean that's the height of the Jedi. So it's
Mhm.
like you're going to see so much shit. This is the height of like exploration in the galaxy, the Jedi, the Dark Order. Like it's gonna be sick, dude. It's really gonna be good. The graphics look insane. I'm like, is this a movie or a game, bro?
It looked like a movie. It did. It did.
Yeah, really good cinematic trailer. Like really good.
Kenna is actually one of the games that I want to try out too. It won best debut of indie games.
Mm-hmm.
Kenna.
Best indie game and best intro indie game. Yeah.
Nice. Forza 5 wins best audio design. The trailer for Thirsty Suitors.
Adorable. I can't wait to play that game. The game looks so cool.
I think another DLC for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Babylon Fall. And then a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game?
I did see that. That was so random.
I was literally like, you know what? They did it for Friday the 13th. They do it with Jason.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, if it's like that kind of game, I definitely can see it. If it's like a whole entire campaign story mode of it, that'd be pretty fun and interesting to see.
Yeah, someone catches a flat. Hey, come to my house.
Are you hungry?
Are you hungry? Do you want to use our phone to call AAA? Don't worry about it.
Oh, I saw the expansion. It's getting a video game. I don't watch the show, but I heard it's
The
based off of the show.
Expanse?
The Expanse, yeah, the Expanse.
Yeah, yeah. My friend Brees raves about that show, and I do need to watch it because I do like sci-fi stuff, so I need to put some time into it.
Just see 2021 League champion. Tunic. King of Fighters is 15. I hear is coming back.
I saw that. I haven't played that game before, but it looks fun.
Life is Strange True Colors wins best games for impact. It does look really good.
The True Colors. I watched gameplay for that game, and it gets there.
The story,
yeah, the story gets there on all parts. So of course, an ability like that, it has to be some kind of impactful. Because
I've played the first game of Life is Strange, and I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I liked all the games. All the games were cool.
Yeah, they all had their own like good story into it, and its abilities and different paths and branches that you can go into from each story. So a lot you can do with Life is Strange games.
I've never played any of those games, but I would like to.
I like the brothers' story and ability. I like their little rogue story. It was cute.
But yeah, so far that's all we have listed from Careful Spoilers Twitter. We'll have the full list later. If not tonight, or tomorrow.
All of the winners are in there. It's just there's so many things that were announced. It's lost in the shuffle. Like I was going to do a thread, but everything was happening so quickly, I completely forgot to do the thread. But it's all in there. But yeah, I'll have it. I'll try to have it compiled on the website at some point.
No rush. Take your time. We can all just still like breathe after we finish enjoying these trailers and everything. That once after the show, we'll just do everything recap and we'll take our time for this. But unfortunately, there's another show that was not able to breathe after just one season, and that was Cowboy Bebop's live action. After one season, Netflix decides to cancel Cowboy Bebop's live action show, and that's upset. That's sad. It's just a shame. There's a lot of work into this. They had a great casting, and music was actually matching pretty well with the anime as well. Story was like story is different, but I guess like not enough diehard fans not enough fans enjoyed it.
I mean, it has a lot of issues, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a fan of the anime, they fucking ruined Vicious. They ruined Vicious.
They did
And it's like,
the Death Note route. They kind of made the girlfriend the leader, and it's just like, oh, we're gonna
it's
keep
like-
doing this spin.
bro, okay, so I get it. I am all for female empowerment. I am all for putting women in places of power and all of this stuff. This was not the place for Julia. I'm sorry. Putting Julia at the head of the syndicate was not the right move. Like, it doesn't fit. It doesn't work. Fans did not like it at all. And I feel like the writers only did it. It's like, well, we only have two female characters, main female characters in this show. One is already a super strong badass. So we have to give Julia something else to do. I got it. We'll make Vicious a bitch and make her the leader of the syndicate.
And it's sad because
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
In the anime, Julia's character did what she had to do. Like, I feel like she was still her own independent character, and how she handled everything. It was still a betrayal. It was still very much, it worked. So when they did this, I was like, so it's just like falsifying like what she's done, because what has she done? Like, yes, she's planted seeds in Vicious's head, but it's like she didn't do that much. The movie it had potential. Like, watching it full through, because people were posting clips out of context, so people were like, oh, this is terrible. When we watched it full through, I'm like, it has potential. I see the heart, but I also know what this series got pushed back so many times. Jong Cho was injured a lot of times, so you see that in the production of this show. Yeah, so you see that. So it's like, okay, so how none of those factors been present, this could have been something else. So I really feel like season 2 could have been a really better show than what the season 1 was. But
I guess
I think they deserved a second season, like much like Venom 2, right? Like the first Venom movie made a lot of mistakes, but they fixed them. They found the stuff that worked, they threw away the stuff that didn't work, and they made it better. They should have done that with Cowboy Bebop. Like, give them another chance, right? Because the set design, the costuming, immaculate. The visual effects in every single episode, immaculate. The homages to the anime, immaculate. The sound design, the music, immaculate. The problem was the script. Again, Julia's arc, fucking terrible. Because if that was the case, they should have set it up from the beginning, where she's much like Lady Gaga's character in House of Gucci. She's constantly trying to get more responsibility to get higher up into the syndicate for herself, not just because she's stuck in between these two men and she's tired of it. That's not good writing.
Yeah,
have her want the power from the beginning. It's not because of Fearless, it's not because of Vicious. She just wants to run the syndicate because she fucking wants to. You should have done that and sowed those seeds from the very beginning. And again, they made Vicious a complete bitch. Vicious is a cold-hearted, evil being in the anime. He's one of my favorite anime villains ever. He is a little bitch with supreme daddy issues. And it's not compelling on any level whatsoever. And that's why people didn't like it. The antagonist sucked. It's like you just give all of this development to Julia in the last 2 episodes. I thought the fight sequences were overly choreographed. They weren't good, except this one fight in episode 9 with Spike. And I won't spoil it, but there's one fight which is
the rooftop?
insane.
The rooftop, the rooftop scene. Yes,
insane.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Oh my god, episode 9 is my favorite episode of the whole season, but it has major issues, bro. But a second season could have resolved those issues. You know, because now we've gotten over the hump. We can get Julia within the syndicate, but what they've done to Vicious, it can't be undone. So it's like, I get it. I get why it's not moving forward, because you have to think, each episode costs millions upon millions of dollars. And the reception hasn't been good. The viewership hasn't been good. So it's like, you have to make a business decision. Why would I put, like, let's say like 60 million into a season 2 and I know people really aren't that interested, right? But still, you should have given it another chance and fix the mistakes. Look at the criticisms, take the things that did work and double down on it, and take the things that did work, you know, and take the things that didn't work and take it out, right? another one of the criticisms that I saw that I actually agree with was the whole family subplot with Jet Black. Fucking hated it, right? We don't need extra characterization to Jet Black, right? Like we got enough from him being framed. He was a cop, he got framed, and now he has to do bounty hunting just to make a living. That makes a character compelling enough. He was a legit cop, and now he has to become a mercenary just to get to tomorrow. That's enough character development. I don't need the wife that's dating someone that he used to work with. I don't need the, oh, I'm trying to make it to my daughter's recital, and my wife's boyfriend is there, and I'm just trying to be a good dad. And no, bro, that's not what I want from Cowboy Bebop. It's bullshit. It's a waste of time. So it's just like there's just a lot of mistakes, but more things worked that didn't work, and it should have gotten a second season. But it's real sad. I'm really sad.
Yeah, you marked every aspect, everything. Cause like with Jet, I was like, this. I feel like the way they wrote Jet's character, like when you got used to the corniness of it, it was like okay, but like I feel like it was overly done. Where I'm like just they try to do the whole like cop beat movie thing, you know, the whole, you know, investigation type thing. I'm just like, do we really need all of this aesthetic with that? You know, like,
I liked it, but it was just too obvious that the partner was evil. This isn't interesting because it's so obvious.
But then when it was revealed that like he set him up, we just never go back to that. It's just like, okay, well, back to bounty hunting. And I'm like, well, does his wife know? Does the people know? Can he get his badge back? Like, that was not concluded well at all. That wasn't concluded well. So yeah, I feel like season 2 could have like wringed out a lot of irons that were, you know, in that shirt. But I feel like, but I will say I liked Faye's character full through. I will say that I enjoyed her character full through. I love the direction they went with her. She was very much like, she was like, hey, and I'm a badass bounty hunter too. I got the baddest person there was. So I really did like that. And I feel like she carried a lot of the season.
Oh yeah, and she also had like a lot of vulnerable moments too, like when she's trying to figure out who she actually is and trying to find her identity and trying to not connect, but trying to connect with this woman who faked being her mom. You know, so she does have a connection to this woman, but she's also really upset that she kind of stole her life. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's so much to Faye's character. I actually really liked what they did with Spike and like the whole like past in like the syndicate and stuff. I thought John Cho did an incredible job. The actor that played Jet Black, I thought he did a really good job as well. But it's just lots of script issues, bro. Lots and lots of script issues.
You are black and you are male. I was like, what the, who wrote this? Why was this necessary in this conversation? It wasn't needed. Like, oh my god. And
I was like, this is so cringe, bro.
And then the list made it worse. I was like, I don't know if it was like, did the actors actually have a list, or was it like, I was just like, this is not a good scene at all. Like, oh my god. And and then I guess it's not a spoiler. Everyone's talking about, you know, Ed.
I don't get the big deal. It's like 15 seconds. You can't judge anything from 15 seconds.
But you know, it's gone, and now we got One Piece in UU, so we'll see how that goes.
One Piece is gonna flop.
You think so? Even with Oda saying he's executive on the show and him picking out all the characters.
That means nothing to me. Because I mean, you have to think about translating anime to live action. We talked about this on the last show. I cannot envision a human person on a show actually say "gum gum Gatling gun," and then the animation. It's gonna look stupid. It's gonna look so stupid. Zoro with this sword in his mouth, trying to talk with the one-liners. It's not going to work. It's going to be terrible. They're either not going to do it at all, and fans are going to be upset, or they're going to do it, and it's going to be terrible, and fans are going to be upset. It's going to flop worse than Cowboy Bebop. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong.
Because
But I just don't see the devil fruit powers working live action, dude. Like it sounds ridiculous.
we'll see. Because like I'm thinking like elongated man from the Flash animation.
The same example that James said.
It's like, yes, will Netflix put in significantly more money? Yes, but your brain is always going to see that it's fake, and the CGI is going to stand out. It's not going to look good. It's not. Even Fant 4 Stick, they tried doing the stretchy shit. It looked terrible. It's not going to work at all. But we'll see.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
There's still going to be a Yu Yu Hakusho live action series.
That
That's
one
not gonna work.
Well,
dude, can you imagine someone acting as Kuwabara, like that
voice.
animated?
The voice. I'm just, cause I love the voice of Kuwabara, but his voice is very awkward. It's not, and it's made for anime. Like it's made for anime. You're not in a person.
It's not going to work.
It's not.
Like how do you take Kurama from the anime and make it live action and not cheesy? How do you do it?
Better story writers. Better story writers.
I just don't see it. Like Cowboy Bebop should have worked because they're just space mercenaries. That's all it is. It's a sci-fi story that happens to be based on a manga / anime, right? Like that should work, and it didn't. What the fuck makes you think One Piece is gonna work?
Cowboy Bebop never had a manga. I think it was strictly anime.
It was strictly.
Oh, it was just an anime?
Yeah,
it was just an anime.
Okay.
Strictly anime.
Trigun had a manga.
I just assumed it came from a source.
No, I know. But it's like, so even then, so you have literally just the anime to go off of. It's like
Jesus. I hope I'm wrong. I really want these shows to succeed because I do want more anime adaptations. I really, really do. But it's just there's some things that only work in anime that live action it will not work. Just think of any Luffy scene and just try to envision a human being doing it. It's ridiculous.
We'll see, man. Because I think, and I feel like they knew, because like when they announced the cast, they're like, oh yeah, they're all handpicked by Oda. Because I think they knew the film would be like, what the hell is this cast? But the cast seemed okay, it's like for Eminem, I don't really see Sanji in him, but everyone else is cute. Luffy's cute. I like him. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
I'm on live action now. I'm live action
really
now. I'm tired.
I mean, the only technically I didn't even know this until today or a few days ago that Hellbound was adapted from the webtoon.
Oh, you can tell. I knew it was webtoon the way I was like, this is a webtoon, but then at the end of credits, it's based off of the webtoon.
Yep,
I started reading the webtoon. So good. So good.
You said it was 1-to-1 right now, right? They have everything from the show from the webtoons.
So the biggest changes are just like character ethnicities, genders.
Okay.
They added some things because it's a TV show, so some things you want to
it was a Korean
spread
show
out the
too,
episodes.
Yeah.
But it's brilliantly adapted from what I've read so far. Really good shit. Definitely check out the webtoon.
I got my mom hooked on
and a Netflix show, guys. Even 6 episodes worth it.
It's good, and I like how there's no names for any of the episodes. It's just 1, 2, 3. It adds to the whole craziness of all. But I got my mom hooked on it. She likes those kind of stuff, and she thought it was going another direction. I was like, Mom, these are Korean shows. It's gonna go on the far left, so don't get too much into it. And then it did exactly that.
Man, those Hellbound soldier golem thing, these guys are disrespectful. They are so disrespectful.
They want the energy every time. Y'all have abilities. Y'all could just fire them up. Y'all come and swinging every time.
Right? That was so unnecessary. Why do you have to pick me up before you take my soul?
To throw them across the street. I mean, bro.
Did you really need to grind my face on the floor? Like what?
Right? They fight each other because no, I want the smoke. No, they pushing each other because they want the smoke for one person. I'm like,
that first dude, they fucked him up, bro.
Right?
Everyone
dude,
in the area.
They gave him the Hulk work. They literally grabbed his leg and slammed him to the car. I was like, what the fuck? Yo?
Ripped
disrespectful. That was unnecessary.
You're already going to fry him to a crisp. Why do you
Why
need to
go
do
through all of that? Oh my god! Like, then when they come rolling in,
It made me think: am I just watching this because I'm watching people? I'm just basically watching them beating up. Like, how cruel they beat them up.
I was here for it.
Even the guy who was like, he gave up. He was drowned into the lake or something like that, and then he got beat up underneath.
I didn't see that. But whoever like the models were for these animations, they must have been like real fighters, because this was, I don't know, like this seemed.
Oh, we hired professional fighters to beat you up. What?
No, not professional. Like, this is gangsters. They went to the street, just started recording gangsters fighting.
I felt so bad for the mom too. She did not deserve that.
God.
She did not deserve that.
They nailed her to the wall. Like, there was no need for all of that.
And then you just see these people watching her, and it's like, yo, what the hell? Do something. Like, nope, that's my guy.
Wall so they can look in like it's a play. I was just like, what? I'm sorry, I was spoiling, but it's.
I mean, it's barely a spoiler.
But I'm just like, what is going on here? Like, so much. But I called it on the one aspect with the priest.
I mean, they haven't really fully answered of how people are chosen, but
it seems too strategic. It seemed like it's someone.
They did. We know why it's. I mean, it's, I can't say. I don't want to spoil it.
I didn't finish it. I think
what episode are you on?
I think I'm on the last one. There's 6 episodes. You said?
Oh yeah, 6. Ooh.
Yeah. So it's after the priest, said his little thing. So now I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, have fun with that.
What I thought.
Oh yeah. Like, I kind of
really good.
I actually kind of predicted that ending though. Like I technically, like, how it was, where it was going. I kind of had a feeling where it was going to lead to.
So I might be right too, because I'm like, this seems too like they have a list, like people, But we'll see.
It's also interesting. Like, after like 3 episodes, they do a time skip too. But
really,
no. Yeah. Remember, like, the cop was investigating, and then like 3 episodes later it was the
I mean, it made sense, because when the new world is created, why do we need to see the building blocks of it? We just want to see what the new world is like. So the time skip made sense.
The cults, the arrows, those are assholes. Those are just punk kids. Like, what
they're
the hell?
Kids on purpose, because they know no one's gonna. They're kids.
That's what I love about the show. It just shows like belief and like fanatics when it comes to like religion. Things go way too far.
How easily influenced the young people are, and like how like you're gonna have this like one social media guy that's streaming and everything. That's like,
I'm sick of him.
Yo, like,
I'm so sick. I'm sorry.
He was creepy as hell when he first appeared.
His videos are too long. Like, I'm like, why are we here for 8 minutes? Like, 8 minutes, and I see neon him in these curly waves they got him in. I'm like, I'm tired of it. Oh my goodness.
I think he's hilarious.
I mean, he's like,
absolutely hilarious.
He was like the perfect person to endorse the whole cult thing and everything like that.
Oh yeah,
so,
100.
I mean, that's real shit. That's like literally how powerful cultists are, and you have that one diehard believer to have all this following and everything. It's just, it takes one. But yeah, Hellbound, great show. Season 2, no announced date yet, but
it has to be coming, because it's so many questions. I'm like, oh, this is interesting.
The Korean shows succeeding. They're making past another seasons.
I agree. I feel like Korean shows are gonna be the wave. American shows can go on.
They're still the wave. They've been the wave before.
Media period is just better than America. Period. It doesn't matter. Korean, Japanese, Chinese is always better. Period. Like, look at all, like, there's so many horror remakes that's been done in America. They're all absolute garbage.
Right.
And then when you watch like the Japanese or the Korean ones, it's like, whoa, how did you look at this source material and then just make this steaming pile of shit? Like, how did you do this?
That's why I'm scared that they want to try to Hollywood Parasite. And I was like, no, why?
Yeah, it's going to
No.
be terrible.
I'm like, what did it do
Wait.
to you?
Wait, Parasite, like the.
The Korean movie.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
one. What's it?
Best Picture.
Best Picture. Yeah. And Hollywood wants to get their grubby hands on it. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, stop.
What did it do to you?
Make money.
Exactly.
It's
It's
and
like,
they
well,
want it.
we need credit.
Literally.
Oh man. Yeah, there's a lot of good Korean shows, movies.
My Name is next on my list. I've
Uh-huh.
heard incredible things about My Name. It's this really cool, like, detective suspense thriller.
Oh yeah,
Type
with
shit.
the girl, right?
Mhm.
It came right after Squid Game, I think.
Mhm.
That and I'm
Can't
like,
wait to see that. Once I see
Mhm.
that, then I'm gonna watch.
Alice
Steve
in
has been
Borderland.
recommending it. DP, and then I'll watch
Yes.
Alice in Borderland.
Yeah.
Actually, you watch Arcane again because technically that's Korean. That was based on Korean.
Arcane
Yes.
is so good. Oh, I love Arcane.
Because like, as if you watch Arcane in Korean, the voice matches the lips. Where it's everything. So yeah, but the English dub for Arcane was great.
Yes.
But I want to see like now what's the difference in Korea? Like how do you approach this now?
I loved every second of Arcane. Like it just a masterpiece each episode. The soundtrack, like League of Legends already makes really good soundtracks. I love their promotional music videos that they put out like almost every year. Anything new come out with League of Legends, but this one was amazing. Like I love the Jasmine Sullivan one, the Our Love when they played in that one scene. I love Dynasties or Dystopia. Like every song matched every like pinnacle moment that it played. So I mean, the animation was great. Like
It
I just
still has
loved it.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
That's what's up.
It's that
It
good.
still has that. I mean, that's the reason why Imagine Dragon was singing enemies on the award show.
Yeah.
So
And JID, like, but I more so fell in love with the characters. Like the story was great, but these
the lore,
characters,
yes.
like I related to like a lot of characters like Jolene and whatever, but Vi is me. Like it's like no question down. Like that's me. Like I relate a lot to her as a person, as an older sister, as someone who's seeing hell in her neighborhood and want to do something about it. And I resonated so much with her and her sister. Sam tweeted like I was like, oh, I like Vi, and I'm like Powder reminds me of my two sisters, but not as extreme. Like 5%. But I related to that their sibling aspect where it's like not every sibling relationship is perfect. Like circumstances happen. So I really related to that.
Summary of it, it's like everybody has the dark side of the family kind of thing, and this is the show touches it, and
Yeah.
the psychological and emotional of it. Oh my god, it hurts. It's so real, it hurts.
And if you don't know your history, like you're doomed to literally repeat it. Like Powder literally repeated her whole, but I love it. I loved the inner city, upper city. I like their little thing going on, how like, they have issues. I love the melanin characters, the black characters were beautiful. I loved it. Like everything was great. I fully enjoyed this series, and I hope a new season comes out. Did they announce season 2?
I think they
I'm
did
not
it. They
sure.
already did announce season 2 right after its
did?
first season came out.
So
Like,
I'm excited.
what's so crazy is like I always see it so heavily promoted, yet it's worth it. That's actually one of the
Yeah.
first where it's like they didn't just pay sponsors and promotion and all that stuff. No, this is it. Like the value of promotion is and how much money they put into it equals to the amount of content that they put into the show, and that's wow. And they were smart of doing it 3 episodes a week.
Yes.
Because that's how they did per act. They did like per acts.
Mhm.
Great strategy. I think it's gonna keep working if they continue the same route for the next following season. James, you need to watch Arcane.
Please.
I will. I promise.
That-
It's that good.
That last episode, I was like,
I rewatched that last 25 minutes of it. I had to, like, this entire thing was,
I wanted to cry. I was like, you were so close. Like, I was like, no. But too much but after I was like, it had to be done though. Like, it had to be done. Like, no, it was I love the writing in the show. Like, it's so good. I literally love the writing and the characters. I love it.
And like the voice cast actually did really well too. Like
Miss Haley Steinfeld, she has been doing her little thing. I'm not gonna lie. You know, in the beginning, when I saw she get into acting, I was like, I don't know, you just been singing with Disney, whatever. I don't know, but she has been doing her thing.
She was
with
doing
Gwen.
that and Hawkeye.
She was fun in Bumblebee.
You know, but you know, animation for her. You know, I love it. You know, I didn't know she voiced by until I looked up. I was like, oh shoot, I did not even know. But she do her thing. You know, I see the direction she's going with the character she's voicing. Like, she voices Gwen too, Gwen Stacy in Spider-Verse. So I like it. I like it. Hope she gets more roles.
I'll have to see her in more
She
stuff.
will.
Yeah, she definitely will.
She doing good.
Especially now that she's in the Disney bubble. Oh yeah, she's good.
Oh, true.
She's set for life.
What was your favorite episode? Like, without spoilers, if you could.
It was the 9th episode. It was that last episode. I had to keep watching it. Like, it's
That's
so
good.
good.
Finales are hard.
Hurts
It's good to hear that the last episode's great.
that you and like, it was literally like the last half of that episode, like almost the entire. It was all great, but like that entire like last, I guess, the scene that they were in. And the whole, like, how everything has to be, this is the last confrontation of this is where it needs to be. The deciding factor of everything.
Yes.
Everybody's choices, like, requires, like, any choice that you make right now is the consequences of what's going to happen into this last feature in the scene.
I'm getting chills right now because I'm just seeing it as you're talking.
The music fit as well too.
Music and her Powder's whole like spiel. I was just like, oh my god, like
the character development from every certain characters too, like from the protagonist to the antagonist too.
Yeah.
To the side characters, everybody involved. It literally you do sympathize, you empathize for the antagonist, and then you just like, oh man, his growth, his development. But then you see the last episode, you're like, oh, there you go, he a villain again. Like, he's like, oh, don't remember. But I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning, he gave me very much Deathstroke and Terra vibes. I was very concerned, but then I was like, okay, no, it's not that. But in the beginning, I was like, oh, this is a little too close, but. It wasn't that, it was, but I was like, okay, this is different. But I loved it. Oh, the science! I love just scientists. It definitely influenced a lot of people to play the League of Legends game.
I'm not gonna lie. I deleted League of Legends a while back, but now I'm like, I need to get it back. I don't know. Don't know.
Yeah, next week is my last week of work, and then I'm off for 3 weeks. So I will check it out while I'm on vacation for sure.
I will be good in the last 2 weeks. I got finals.
Good luck.
Thanks. I need it. But definitely, I'm still gonna be watching shows. Like, I'm still like, I need some time to kill while I need something to listen to while I'm at work. And Hawkeye last episode was actually really good. The recent episode came.
I'll watch it before I go to sleep tonight.
Young Justice was actually really good too.
Man,
I need to watch the new episode.
Me too. I need caught up.
Like,
I need to get caught up.
The third act of it is the whole magic and learning about this universe's Vandal Savage, more of his history. And then
I saw an image of Vandal Savage. I was like, oh, that's gonna be cool because he's one of my favorite villains.
No, in this universe, it's like, oh snap! Like, he was everything.
He mind controlled he's always mind controlling the Justice League. I don't know why they don't ever stop this minute. Every comics, everything. He always doing something.
He's a menace.
Knowledge. He has been around for eons. Like he's he's battled every type of warrior you can think of. Like, no one can outsmart him.
I'm not gonna say
yeah.
anything more because this entire act right now, like, the story of
It's-
Vandal Savage, like I'm for it because
So did they announce how many episodes are going to be this season? Because with how where they're going, it's like
I thought they
they're
were going
focusing.
12, right? Because like they were like 4 episodes of McGann, Superboy,
Yeah,
Garfield, and then the other 4 was with Cheshire, uh,
Artemis.
Artemis, the whole Vandal Savage daughter, and the whole traitor and thing, and then I'm guessing
Yeah,
the
that
other
was
4,
cool.
right? The other 4 should be Vandal
So
Savage.
so so we're not getting any Black Lightning or Stag or any of them. We're just getting those
I mean, that's just like the
characters this
first
season.
part. Usually, don't they just
Yeah.
like they split it into 2?
Yeah.
So like yeah, they'll just split
Okay.
into 2. But
We'll see.
I already
How
want
it builds
I already want more episodes for this part of the arc already, knowing even more of Vandal Savage's histories. Because that's always been fun. It's one thing to actually know that you've been living for a long time and you have all this knowledge and battle strategies, but to literally have certain parts of like, no, this is way of like the development of it, and even more of this doesn't go just because this doesn't go from like wars, sticks and spears and swords. Nah, we're going into the magic territory.
We'll see. I need to get caught up.
Definitely recommend.
Oh yeah.
I think we're kind of good on news. If you guys are good at this point.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a good episode, man.
Yeah.
It was good to have Spicy back finally after like months.
I
where
know.
she
Sorry.
abandoned us.
No, I'm getting used to my time management. I'm learning time management, guys.
No, we know
So,
you're busy. We have articles to write. There's so many stuff to write about now.
I've been learning my time management because I'm just like, I can make my own time now. Really? I did not know that. That's tough.
Do you still have the option to choose which articles to write about?
Oh yeah, I do. And I can pitch my own.
I mean, it's good. That's really good.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's great.
So, but can you give us your plugs?
Yes. So, guys, as y'all have been noticing, I am back streaming again. So we're back to the old schedule. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I'm sticking with 3 p.m. to 6 because that seems to be a nice time slot. So we're gonna stick with that. Tuesdays we talk about what's new in entertainment or just in life in general. Thursdays we do free play games. Today I played Spellbreak, so that was fun to do. And then Friday and Saturday Valorant Genshin. It's good to be back streaming. And I'm having a lot of fun. You can catch me on Instagram, especially entertainment, content posting on there. You can catch me on Twitter talking about the Game Awards or whatever else. Spice Lady ENT. Follow, I'm trying to think, Spice Lady Gaming, obviously duh. Follow me on there. So we got a lot of followers like recently, so I'm trying to reach 200 by next year. Maybe something might be a surprise for people who do. So go check that out. And yeah, that's it. That's it right now.
James.
Yeah, for me, find everything that I do on carefulforspoilers.com. Check out Steve's latest article that he put up on the website, Comedians, Hollywood's Hidden Gems. It is a non-spoiler review of a Netflix's True Story with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes. Can't wait to check that out. Chris Conkling, who's going to be on Villains tomorrow for our Hawkeye episode 4 spoilers review, so check that out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Stop by for Villains tomorrow. But Chris wrote a review of Spider-Man One More Day, the comic, which some people are saying No Way Home has some small elements that it could be, loosely like reminiscent of One More Day. You can also check out my non-spoiler review of Cowboy Bebop Season 1 on the website as well.
Also, it's
we have
last
a lot
season.
of stuff. Yeah,
Or season.
it's
No,
last
it's last
season, which is
season.
unfortunate. But yeah, we have a lot of content on the website. Again, make sure you guys come and check us out on Villains tomorrow. We have some news topics that we're going to be talking about at the beginning, right before we talk about Hawkeye episode 4, and then we're going to be talking about planning for 2022. So it's going to be a fun time. Check us out there.
Ghost Soul Radio. I'm glad. Thank you for joining us, but unfortunately, we're ending the
Yeah,
show.
thanks
at
for
the
coming,
moment.
though.
But thank you for showing up, though. You can, but every guys and listeners, you can always follow us at Anime Lately Twitter channel. You can always subscribe to our YouTube channels right there down below. Press that like button. Press that smash a like. Please don't dislike because we can't see it. But definitely, guys, follow on our social medias. Everybody link. Follow Spicy. Follow James. Follow Ray. Follow Prince Alal. Follow Miguel. All links are down below in the descriptions. Thank you, guys. Hope everybody have a good night. Have a good one. Peace.